What? You guys thought I stopped watching this show? Incorrect! What's going on, guys? Welcome back to the channel, and welcome back to yet another installment of TV Thoughts. As always, I thank you all so much for stopping by my channel today, and I hope you enjoy your stay. Because obviously this time around, judging from the t-shirt I got on, we're looking at Schitt's Creek Season 4. Yeah, finally getting back to this show after all this craziness blowing up in my face with all these new movies and shows being put out. I'm glad I could take a chill pill for a minute and just laugh at some genius comedic material. And just in case you guys are binging through this show for the first time along with me, this review may contain some mild to moderate spoilers, so just to fairly warn you before I trudge ahead. I'm not gonna waste any time here, guys. This show is still one of the funniest sitcoms out there of the 2010s for sure. It still retains all of its great technical qualities, snappy, hilarious writing, stellar direction. The performances are all excellent once again. All this stuff still stands from when I last talked about this in Season 3. Matter of fact, I think it was all improved upon from the previous season. But we also get lots of new character interactions that we haven't explored up to this point. Loads of comedic hijinks along the way. And the way this season pays off is just so sweet and so satisfying. Johnny is still running the motel with Stevie, and this is such a sweet mentor-protege bond that these two have established. And this all eventually leads to the motel finally getting a proper name, Rosebud. Not gonna lie, that did make me think of Citizen Kane once I saw that. Big plot twist, by the way, involving Citizen Kane and Rosebud. How does anybody know that that's the last word he says if he's been living alone? I digress, I'm sorry. But the motel also this season takes Roland under its wing as the guy doing all the manual labor, which, as to be expected from Chris Elliott up to this point, leads to some hilarity, true to form. And Roland also gets a sweet ending this season because he becomes a father twice over. Jocelyn gives birth, and he and Jocelyn decide to give the son Moira's name as his middle initial because she went to the hospital with Jocelyn. And that's when Roland was out running errands for the hotel. And that was all very cleverly written, by the way. The guilt that washes over Eugene Levy's face once he realizes that he was the one that took Roland's phone away from him while Jocelyn was in labor. Fantastic. Now I want to talk about Moira for just a second because if you saw my Season 2 review, I had a lot of things to say about this character. I think I found her unbearable, and thankfully she's not in Season 4. But the character really didn't break enough new ground for me this season. I really don't know what it was. Don't get me wrong, guys. Catherine O'Hara is masterful in here once again. But I don't know. I just wish her character, I guess, had some more interesting things to do along the way, and I just wished her character had evolved a little bit more. Personally speaking, though, I think the best performances once again come from Dan Levy and Annie Murphy. And my favorite arcs actually stem from what's been built up over the last couple of seasons involving certain relationships, namely David and Patrick and Alexis and Ted. Ted this season finally gives Alexis another chance when she realizes she's made the mistake she did with dumping him. And Dustin Milligan really does not get enough credit as Ted. He was outstanding here. The monologue he has when he decides to get back together with Alexis during singles week is just written so incredibly well. This is also the point where the show was treading some fine lines here because this would be very tempting to take the soap opera route. But I'm glad it didn't. I'm glad it was a very sweet reunion here, and I'm glad it still retained the humor that it did. And you know what? I'm glad that Ted gave Alexis another shot. I'm glad that these characters were willing to put the past behind them, because there was one episode where Mutt comes back into the picture and I was like, In that same episode, Dan Levy as David finally realizes for the first time in his life he's in love with his partner. Even though similar to Alexis, he was kind of freaked out by how nice his partner was to him. Him and Noah Reid play off of each other brilliantly, might I add. Their relationship is just so sweet and touching and funny, too. I love the scenes in the apothecary where Patrick is always getting a moral leg up on David, and also he's exposing him for, like, David being bothered by things that he claims not to be bothered by. It's just great watching that. And one of those scenes is, of course, where you get the meme-worthy incorrect from David. I love it. I love that character. My favorite. And even though you would think this season ends on that high with that singles week episode, No, it actually goes one episode deeper into a Christmas special focused on Johnny. And not to say like it was bad or anything, but that episode really felt to me like it felt tacked on as a special to me. It didn't really feel like a season finale. The singles week episode felt like the season finale. But despite some of these small nitpicks that I may have had with season 4, I still really dig this show. I dig this setup. I can't wait to finish off these last 2 seasons. I'm gonna give season 4 an A. Best season I've sat through of this sitcom by far. If you haven't started watching Schitt's Creek, what the heck are you waiting for? Do you guys watch this show? Do you agree with me? Do you not? What is your favorite episode of this series so far? Let's discuss all of your thoughts down in the comments, guys. Because I love making these videos. I love discussing cinema and all things entertainment. If these topics sound appealing to you, if you guys haven't already, definitely consider hitting that big subscribe button down below as hard as you possibly can. It is free. It would really help out the channel immensely. And I'll tell you what, if you guys click that notification bell down below, you guys will also be the first ones to know anytime a new upload hits the channel. And be sure to hit that thumbs up on your way out if you enjoyed this review. That would be even more awesome. As always, look out for more exciting content hitting this channel very soon. You guys are the best. And with all that being said, back talk, commence.